Okay, I was thinking about this and I'm like, I really need to talk about the ladies a little bit. I've dated a wide variety of women, bougie rich to ghetto po to lawyers all get out, to I mean, just different spectrum, smarter than think they smarter than you, equally yoked. I mean, I've dated a lot of quite a bit of ladies, and I'm not saying I know enough to say about everything, but I know enough to say that, with the current state of male-female relationships, it's not all about the men. Now, I am gonna say this: there's some sorry jokers out here, sorry, that make a lot of these women go gay, god dang, not even want to deal with a man, or just get so upset with dudes and tired of dudes that, they just, whatever position they is. And I ain't blaming it all on the men. Now, some of y'all daddy issues. There's a stalled vehicle ahead. Some of y'all daddy issues, some of y'all just messed up mama issues where mama was training you wrong and trained you to be a gold digger or a prostitute, as one of my friends said, or trained you to be whatever. But I'm gonna say this: at the end of the day, when you know better, either you do better or you keep doing that same stupid stuff. And I say the word stupid because stupid means you do something you should know better. When you learn better, you should apply those principles for better. Or guess what? You gonna keep getting the same results. Oh my God, dude, this dude turned on the wrong. Oh my God. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. I'm sorry. Person turned in on a one-way thing and they going up the wrong side of the expressway and trying to turn around, and I'm just like, anyway. But see, I ain't even gonna say as a woman. I'm not gonna tell you as a woman. I'm wrong. That is not holier than thou. Anyway, it's funny to me. So anyway, I was just, my friend said something to me, older guy. He said, I'm up here rowing my butt off the shore. I'm rowing the shore. I'm trying to get there. And you started popping holes in the ship, in the boat. I said, man, oh my, he was talking about women. And I was just like, oh my God, man, you hit that thing so hard, bro. I was just like, ain't that the truth? You're trying to get out of debt, they started racking up on bills. You're trying to get something done, they started complaining. Asking how fast you gonna get done. I ain't helping the process, looking over you. God dang, you're trying to get the mortgage paid. I need my nails and hair done. I'm laughing. We agree to one thing, then you want to change up. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be held accountable to everything I even thought I said I was gonna do. But you ain't loyal to nothing. You can't keep your word for nothing. You can't even be on time, but you get mad at me for not being on time on the rare occasions that I'm not. What is this? But we want to be equal. Iron woman, hear me roar. Emasculate a man real quick. And then, it's just like everything else. Sex is not an equalizer. Sex is not an equalizer, especially for a mature man. For a boy, maybe, but for a mature man, sex is not an equalizer. So, now I will like to give props to those ladies out there that are holding down. MT, I'm calling out your initials because you are a dynamite woman. ALP, there's a lot of y'all out here. I'm not gonna publicize your names or whatever. Some of y'all are the greatest on the earth. I respect how y'all hold it down in y'all marriages, how you take care of your brothers and your parents and your uncles and stuff like that, and you just solid. Now I ain't gonna sit up here and say everybody, but I am talking about okay, so I'm listening to the radio show, and I think I'm in a truck with my dad or something like that, and just listen to whatever he's listening to, and one of the radio personalities says this woman asks about what's up with why ain't no good man when the two men that she chose to have children by. Now, by the way, the man that she with ain't not now one of the ones she had a child by. And I get it. Same boat here, no judgment. But this what the radio personality pointed out. The ones that she chose were domestically violent, were one's incarcerated or whatever, and it's just like the one you with looking at you sideways and not really fully committing to you, but the whole while during the conversation you're exclaiming that these MFs out here ain't about us. You going off on the whole radio show like all men bad. Well, maybe some of y'all, and I had to think about this too, maybe what you looking for is not, and maybe you giving up too much too early because you impatient. Myself, I've done it too, and I'm just like, we missing something. Maybe we missing a little patience, or maybe maybe it's just a patience issue. Because it can be patience to get to know the person, or patience to work through some problems. And if we don't learn to work through problems, we're never going to have anything well. I mean, look at all the trees that weather the storm. It's more trees standing than on the ground that are falling. It's more trees standing today than are falling with the last storm. So think about that now. I mean, some limbs may fall off. That's some bad fruit, some bad seeds, some bad stuff. Let that fall off, but let the tree still stand. Cultivate the tree so it can grow and bear more fruit. Trim it back, trim out the bad stuff so we can have more good to focus on. And that's the crux of the problem. And for y'all ladies who just think you can buy a dude at will, and y'all think y'all can do manly projects for the rest of your life, think about how your body gon' wear out over time. I ain't saying you can't. But what I am saying is we were made physically different. Now I will say, certain things you can lift, certain things you can do. And I ain't saying a woman got to be in her place in the kitchen or nothing like that. I guarantee you I can cook better than most women. Put the recipe down. I guarantee I can cook just as good or better than most of them. Okay? So I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that, hey, let's not be so emasculating that we tear ourselves down and tear ourselves up because we are trying to do something we weren't created to do, or we're trying to be something that is hurting us because we're so hurt by some of our own stupid decisions, by our own messed up mindsets, by the messed up stuff our parents dropped in us that ain't working for them. That's not even working for them. So think about where you at, where you want to be. If you want a good man, are you a good woman? Like, for real, are you a good woman? Take sex out of the equation. What makes you good? What makes you good without sex? What makes you good without looking good? Because guess what? You gonna get old. It's gonna drop. Front or back, it's gonna drop eventually. No matter how much you work out, Angela Bassett is still looking good. But guess what? She's Asian. Halle Berry, one of the finest women ever walked the planet. Okay, she's Asian. Y'all need to look at, time happens, but the true beauty, the most beautiful woman on the planet to me, looks better on the inside than she does on the outside. And she bad. She bad. Whoa! But the most beautiful one on the planet to me is more beautiful on the inside than she is on the outside. And still got issues. So, at the end of the day, you choose where you want to be. When somebody's trying to seek understanding and you get mad because they asking you a question for whatever reason, that's your problem. That's your fault. That's your fault. Because you ain't emotionally stable because somebody can't ask you a question. And when they seeking understanding, not questioning in you. And the difference is, you know, since I already talked about it on the last show, I mean, I'm asking a question about, you know, what's the problem with me paying this bill? Why is your, you know, this is non-negotiable. I'm not negotiating this. I'm like, I don't understand, you know, why you talking to me like this? Like, I really I'm not understanding what's going on here. You know, like, you want me to pay the bill. You want the money to be paid for this bill. You don't even have an invoice. The insurance just saying that, hey, look, this is what the insurance gonna pay. Be prepared for when they send you a bill to pay this. You don't even have a bill. The bill's gonna come to me regardless. So pay you and then I gotta pay them too? Are you crazy? I'm supposed to trust you like that when the last time you took the money and I had to pay the bill? Like, what kind of craziness is that? And then it works. I had another one call me up talking about, hey, I need $1,800 for my rent. Damn! What? Who said I even got it? You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy when people look at you like you just got money flowing out the yin yang like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's crazy. Like, I ain't heard from you in months, and all out the blue, you finna come up here and ask me for your rent. Girl, you better go to work. The hell? Are you crazy? I'm gonna need to give you $1,800. What? What? Now let me tell you this. It's real funny because it's crazy. You know them loans that come to you in a check in the mail? I opened up the mail. It was a $3,000 check in there. And I'm just like, ain't this something? See, if we was in good like we was back in the day, I would have cashed this check and pay, just because, you know what I'm saying, I love like that. I would have did it. If you was really in the bind and we was really tight like that. But I'm finna sit up here and go in debt for you and you ain't doing nothing for me. We ain't in even no relationship. I ain't heard from your butt in months. And then I mean months. And like, really? And then I even had to check myself on that. Why should I go into debt for somebody who has not made good management decisions? Why you keep taking on liabilities? When you get yourself out the hole, hey, stop finding other holes to fill that they got empty. They got holes in them. You can't fill a hole with a hole. They got a hole in it. So, like, if I'm trying to put something in here, see the space in my fingers, it just keep falling through. So if every time I give you money, you find other reasons to spend it for other than spending on what you need to spend it on, then I'm the dumb, right? So you have to learn, like, everybody battle. You can't be God for folks. And just because you got a heart to give, that don't mean you're supposed to just give out and stress yourself out. Because I recognize anger management, stress management, I'm not finna give on that level to nobody no more. Nobody. You know what? I'm 45 years old. It's time for me to pay my house off. You know what I'm saying? And whatever else out here that need to be paid off. And be debt free. You know, I was at the tire shop. This guy come in flirting with the lady at the counter. And, you know, they obviously got some type of relationship. And he's like, hey, you know, I'm about to retire in 143 days. And I'm about to, you know, house paid for and this, that, and the other. And I was like, look at him, Mackin. Look at him. Older guy. You know, gave a little church hug on the side. I said, hey, this is cute enough. And then on the flip side, I said, man, look at the life we live out here working every day. And we get close to retirement. And who do we have to come home to spend time with? Ain't but one woman on this earth. that I have ever been with that I was just like, despite all your flaws, I can really rock with you because you own your stuff. Despite all the you know, whatever that life has to throw and issues and this, that, and other, it's just like, you own your stuff and you bring to the table. Can have a decent conversation with. There's some good women out here, but a lot of y'all out here are too busy trying to live the life that these socially mediated lies are telling you visually. Television, TV, media, medium, somebody's view, and you trying to make it your mirror. When you need to be in that Bible trying to make that your mirror. And it ain't all bad. Heck, woman just asks to respect the man and do what he asks you to do from time to time. I mean, and the Bible asks the man to do way more. Hey, guess what? Serve that woman. Be patient with her. Be kind to her. All this stuff. Nurture her. Treat her delicately. You know how much folks tend to get mad when folks do stupid stuff? You're steadily popping holes in the boat while I'm trying to row ashore, and I gotta be patient with you. You know how hard that is? But nobody really wants to recognize 1 Corinthians, Ephesians 4, Ephesians 5, 1 Corinthians 7. I don't know if I said 1 Corinthians 13, but that should have been the first thing I said. Colossians 3, and you know, a whole bunch of other areas in the Bible that talk about love. A lot of people, I ain't gonna say nobody, because there's some people out here doing it. You know, I gave some shout outs to those who are. There are a lot of people who are doing it, but it's a lot that's not. And for y'all who not, step up or step off long enough so you stop reproducing the crap in people's lives and leaving them stained and bruised and battered. Ain't not now a person I done never been with that ain't been better since I met her. Not now one of them. Not now one of them. Even if they still mad at me for whatever reason, they in a better financial, mental, emotional, whatever state than they was when I met them. So let that be your goal. Even if it don't work out, guess what? You're in a better place than you was. And while you with me, hey, I'm doing the best I can. That's all you can do. All you can do is the best you can do. That's it. Stop being mean. Stop being selfish. Stop thinking that the world revolves around you. Stop thinking that sex is a equalizer. No, if you getting orgasms, you know, hey, it's equal. If not, you get more. Because women should have multiple orgasms. I'm just saying. So, and after being in a relationship for years, the only reason the sex is good is because the male and female foreplay is good, which ain't, you know, we rubbing on stuff like that, the physical. It is the I'm taking care of you and you take care of me. I can trust you in different areas, and trust ain't just I trust you not to cheat on me. I trust you to do what you said you was gonna do. I trust you, you know, with some vulnerable information, and you keep it confidential. I trust you to have my back, to support me and stop making more problems for me when I'm trying to help us or help you get out your messed up situation. But a lot of people don't recognize they got a spirit on them that's creating issues that they need to go to God and get straight. And before you yoke up with somebody, you need to pray about it. Like, Lord. And then on top of that, you know, you need to just make an educated decision before this is what you chose, that you're going to say, I'll pass. And at the same time, we can be so picky that we end up by ourselves. So And you ain't got to be in a relationship. You don't have to be. You can be with your dog, taking walks and just enjoying life without another person that you have to deal with on an intimate level like that. And that's okay. That is okay. I ain't saying anybody have to be in a relationship. But for those of us who choose to be in that intimate lifestyle, choose wisely. And ladies, don't turn out to be a prostitute or a gold digger. And I'm saying it because if all I do is have to pay, if I gotta pay every time for everything, then what that make you, like, for real? If I gotta pay every time for everything, and you ain't helped me in no other way, if I could try and correct you on how you treat me, how you talking to me, how you dealing with me, and that's a problem, that's why I'm using that word, because I want you to get it and understand what you're creating yourself to be. If all you are is for show, and you even show out and embarrass me in public especially, what are you? What good are you? And I tell you, women can be some of the greatest assets to a man. And that's saying that behind every good man is a good woman. Lies. If I fall, you can't support me. Rarely. If I fall on you, I mean, ain't but so much you can do to help pull me up. The man is the one on the ground holding up the family, dealing with all the mental, emotional, physical stress. And yes, a lot of women have been out of their comfort zone, having to be in survival mode and not feeling safe enough to grow and develop in the space or nest in the garden that a loving relationship should provide. So all I can say is, y'all think about who, what, where, when, and how you want to be loved. It can be after the fact of you being like somebody older, too old to have kids, and so picky that, and impatient that you can't get over yourself. And let me tell y'all something. Y'all daddy's girls. My daughter is a daddy's girl, I promise you. But I also told her, I said, hey, look, ain't nobody gonna be perfect, and you ain't perfect. But, you know, I ain't tell her to settle either. But I am saying that don't be so high and mighty that you can't recognize a good seed. So y'all choose what y'all want to do and be in life. Because at the end of the day, without a relationship with God, to be the love triangle to help you in your relationships, you don't have no relationship. Without a relationship with God, you and God by yourself, you're not even attractive long term, because that inner beauty ain't there. Work on your character. Work on your character. I'd rather have somebody who is not that physically appealing, and there's somebody who used to having showstoppers regularly. I'd rather have somebody who's not that appealing, that treats me good, than having a showstopper that stops my progress from moving forward in life and being and taking away from my peace. It's just the facts. So I hope I gave you something to think about, and I hope you grow in character, grow in love, grow in life, so you can be somebody attractive to somebody that want to be with you long term. I mean, ain't so many notches gonna be on my belt. I'm through. I'm not trying to get to know not now another woman on the planet. If I don't know you already, I'm good. I don't need to learn another person on the earth. I'm good. Peace. PEAC and stop being a PIEC.